Susan Lyford. I'm the director here at the Knox County Health Department in Barberville, Kentucky. It was a dream that Belinda and I and other people in Knox County have had to bring together a group of people from different agencies that had this same desire to improve the health of our people. If you look in our health rankings back as far as 2010, 2011, we were ranked, but not numbers to be proud of. We were very high, I think probably number one, close to top in the whole United States for teen pregnancy. And we were able to do a mapping of Knox County, and we did a health assessment. And from that we determined, and not just us, but our community determined what our top 5 problems were. And I think if you compare them with other health departments across the state that have done these mappings, we're almost the same in the problems that we've found. And of course it was smoking, cancer, diabetes, obesity, physical activity, and then those were all sort of related, secondary to the drug problem and unemployment. So as a team, and again as others were involved, we decided we wanted to do something about it. And so we have done that, I think, and are very proud of the very things that you saw today are the things that we've been working on. And we have a monthly meeting, and we keep abreast of everything that's going on. And we've got the school system involved, Union College is involved, Barville Water and Electric, the utilities company, the law enforcement. I could just go on and on with the diverse group of people that are a part of our organization. So we have goals set, and we desire of course the ultimate goal is to improve our health. And as I say, when we look at the rankings, we've gone from 117 down to 101. At one point we were at 98. So we are making some improvement. Wouldn't you agree, Belinda?
I'm Belinda Pritchard. I'm the health educator and public health nurse at Knox County Health Department in Barberville, Kentucky. Well, it's taken about 4 years to get where we are today. We started from absolutely no money whatsoever, and then with the help of Barberville Tourism and KCEOC, which is the local community action agency, they sent one of their reps to be as a part of our health coalition. He wrote a grant from the Appalachian Regional Commission, ARC, that's administered through Brushy Fork Institute. He got $8,000 for that, but there was stipulations with that money that it couldn't be used for anything other than coalition building. They were generous though. They broke over and let us use $3,000 out of that 8. And also the Barberville Tourism gave us a donation of $5,000. So that $8,000 purchased outdoor fitness equipment. I think we have about 8 stations. We also have a stretching station where people, before they exercise, can go and do whatever they would pay to have to go to a gym. They can do it for free. So that was 2010. And we've had many other projects since then. Some have been successful and some haven't. 2 years ago, we started a farmer's market on a Saturday morning. It was going to run from 8 to 12. It was in town with the intention of making local produce available for people that weren't fortunate enough to grow gardens. That location or that time, whatever the problem was, it didn't work. We had 3 vendors. We probably had the most 15 customers. So that put our farmers out just a little bit because, you know, that's a lot of work to bring that in. So fast forward to 2013, our health department was so fortunate to be connected to Micro Clinic International. They had received a community transformation grant and they wanted to see health improvements in the Appalachian region, so they started working in Bell County. They came to Knox and also Clay and Jackson County, and they had some funding, so that put a little bit of bite with some of the good ideas that we had that we wanted to make health improvements. So from there, they started attending our health coalition, and all of a sudden we had a young lady from, I think she lives in Richmond, but she had family that grew up in Knox County who was working with the Linda Hand Center in the Stinking Creek area. She's a doctorate student or a doctoral student for the University of Kentucky, and she also teaches there. But she also had a small amount of money, and she was getting community gardens started up at an elementary school in that area called DeWitt Elementary.
My name is Monica Klaus, and I represent Union College in the President's Office. We are in the Barberville Community Garden. The garden was started as a conjunction, as a partnership between Union College, the Linda Hand Center, Grow Appalachia, and Spread the Health Appalachia, a grant through the Health Department. We have 3 different spots that are community plots, so the community comes together as a whole to work it, and they can reap from the benefits from the produce that's in the gardens, and then some individuals have their own plots. So it's free. They just reserve their plots and can work their own plots.
My name is Scott Klaus. I'm a community member here in the city of Barberville. I'm also a member of the Barberville Tourism Commission, and I actually took one of the plots here in their community garden. Just a chance to actually grow some good produce, and actually, instead of having to go to store buy our produce, I actually raise it and bring it in from my own little garden. So I always thought it would be a great idea, and we just now got, with the push for Grow Appalachia, and it gave us the opportunity to bring our gardens in here. It was a great idea.
So one of the guys from Linda Hand Center has always been on our coalition since the very first year that we were in, and he calls me up one day and he says, "Belinda, you really need to meet Catherine." And I said, "Okay." He said, "You two are really going to be able to get some things done." So farmers market's always been in my mind. I love to go to them, especially in Lexington and other places, and I like roadside stands, but I wanted one for Barberville. And she showed up for a coalition meeting, and farmers market was on our agenda, and I said, we really as a group need to work on farmers market. So she spoke up and she said, "I need a place for my gardeners to sell their produce." I said, "We need to talk."
I'm Catherine Engel. I work for the Linda Hand Center in Walker, Kentucky. It's a nonprofit community service organization. We are at the Knox County Farmers Market. We are, I believe, in our 5th week here at the market. Started June 19th, and been having a really good time thus far. The farmers market started, it's kind of a collaboration between several groups. As part of the Linda Hand Center, we had a grant called Grow Appalachia. So I administer a program in the county working with community gardens and home gardeners, and also on the farmers market. So Linda Hand partnered with Union College and the Health Department and the Cooperative Extension Office and several other organizations to kind of get the farmers market started and running and going. So we have, yeah, it's been a real treat to get such good feedback from the community. We've got a lot of great farmers in Knox County, got a lot of great crafters and gardeners, and I think people in Barberville and also out in the county are really excited to have this market on Thursday nights.
So the rest is kind of history. We've started a really active farmers market. The first night, I think we had 10 vendors. Now, 2 weeks ago, we had 49 vendors registered to participate. And I was going to be so thrilled if we only had 50 buyers show up that wanted their dinner or their Sunday dinner. And there was probably 150 people there the first night. The third week, there was over 300, so it grows every week. We've caused traffic jams, but we are having a good time. People are getting local produce. They're able to purchase fresh blueberries, honey, corn, potatoes, tomatoes, green peppers, just all kinds of good fresh.
Hey, I'm Grant Baker. Actually, what I do is I raise honeybees, produce honey, and do some other farming as well. But right now we're focused on the honey today. We're at Knox County Farmers Market. This is, I think, our 6th or 7th week of our farmers market, so we're relatively new. We got a really good market going on, and just got a lot of good things planned, and for our market, for our local farmers. So just a lot of local people involved. We got our local health coalition, our health department. Everybody's getting involved, and just expecting a lot of good things for our market. Today what I have is a display with an actual live honeybee display. We have an actual rack, as it's called, of honey with the live bees on it. And we have our super, which is actually where you get the honey out when you're harvesting. And this is the brood box, which is the hive. And this is where the bees live, where they produce the young bees, the queen. And so that's what we have going on today.
And we have other vendors there, crafters, and we also have the little Girl Scouts coming to sell lemonade, because it has been up in the 90s just about every week.
We are in Jarvis, Kentucky, which is about 8 miles outside of Barbourville.
And we're standing in
Hellcat Farm, my garden, and farmyard with the goats and the donkeys. My husband and I created the farm in 2007 after I had retired from the Herald Leader, where I worked for 25 years. And we just decided, he's an attorney in town, and I'm a hand spinner and a member of the Kentucky Guild of Artists and Craftsmen, and I wanted to raise my own fiber. So I got into Angora goats. Well, I started with 5 young goats, and my herd has 14 now. And I shear them twice a year and take that fleece, the Angora fleece, which is called mohair, and wash it and card it, sometimes take it to a mill and have it processed. And I either hand spin it into yarn, art yarns, or I have it mill spun into yarns for commercial sale. And I also sell fleece and roving, which is for hand spinners. And sell to some wholesalers and some retail outlets. I've been in the community, like I said, 7 years, and one of the first people I met was Wayne Kirby, our county extension agent. And when I went in after I moved here and was starting the farm, and asked him questions about soil and different things, and he was very helpful. And then I got involved with the Redbud Festival, which was a community effort at that time, and through the tourism office, and now Union College has taken that over as of last year. And Wayne has come along with me the whole time, and Belinda Pritchard and I, we had attempted a farmer's market a few years ago, and it didn't quite gel, but it's all come together now, and it's like all the points of convergence have come together, and between Redbud, which is our kickoff for the farmers market, and then involving crafts and music and art in the market, and then we'll roll that back into some other tourist Christmas festivals here in Barbourville, and then we'll take it full circle back to the Redbud.
We used other rules and regulations from other community garden. We got community interest at first to see if that was an interest of the community, and then we made rules and regulations. We don't charge a fee, just partnerships. That's how we got this up and going. We formed partnerships with community organizations.
Get out and do it. There's a whole lot of community members that wants to do this. You can intermingle with them, share your garden, share your produce. If you don't use all your produce, take it to your community centers, It gives you a chance to get out and talk to the rest of your community members.
Well, it's all about getting the right people together who are really passionate and really have a vision for what you want to see for your community. There are a lot of kind of roadblocks for small communities to get these things off the ground, but if you get a good core group of people that really believe in getting a farmer's market, and you can find great vendors, which, you know, there's great farmers all over the state of Kentucky who would love to have these kind of outlets. So I think there should be at least one farmer's market in every county in the state. So.
Yes, just raise your hand and get involved. And if you see a need in your community, don't wait for somebody else to do it. Look for other like-minded people, and usually they're more than willing and happy. And Belinda wanted a farmer's market again. I wanted one. I used to live in Lexington. I missed the Lexington farmer's market greatly. And Wayne had been trying to get one started. So it just takes a convergence of people sometimes coming together with the same goals. And, you know, we want to create a permanent location for our market. Paul Baker and Susie Baker, who are, Paul is an attorney, where you'll see our market tonight, and he offered up his parking lot free of charge to us because we didn't have a temporary location. So without that, and the church allowing us to have the public park in their lot, I mean, it's just a complete community effort, and the mayor and everyone has just been very, very helpful.
Well, I think they need to talk to the farmers. The farmers might not be very in part and want to come to every committee meeting that you have, but they are vital. You know, they want to make money. We want them to make money, but we also want to give a product to the people that is fresh and is not being transported maybe from California or Florida or wherever. I do realize that lots of communities do not have the opportunity to, or have the property, or have the conditions needed to be a real productive farming. But what we have seen is it's the small people. You know, the larger farmers are not the ones that's really interested. They're interested in selling tractor-trailer loads of corn or soybean. But the smaller farmer is the one it's going to help subsidize their living with potatoes or corn or green beans or whatever their product is. And it doesn't have to be local people. I mean, people native to your community. Sometimes there's people move in and they bring lots of valuable information, and they also bring enthusiasm and make you want to just work together and see changes.